Hey Nail Divas, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be featuring these beautiful flower brushes. I picked these up from Amazon and I want to show them to you since I did not do an actual dedicated haul to all the things that I picked up from Amazon. However, I wanted to show these flower brushes to you. I'm not going to use them all, but I just want to show them to you because they're so pretty and I think they're pretty cool. So each flower brush has a number. This is number 1, and the tip of each of these brushes have different cutouts. So it's unique to the brush. This is brush number 2. It has 3 different prong cutouts on that one. This is brush number 3. This brush also has 3 different cutouts, except it goes like almost like a stair step. Brush number 4, which is the brush that I'm going to use today. This ended up being the only one that I ended up using because I need to practice more. So it has 2 different size prongs on this brush, or different size, like separated bristles. I don't know is the best way to describe it, but that was brush number 4. This is brush number 5, and it also has 2 different sizes cut out into it as well, and just a little bit different from 4. This is brush number 6, and this particular brush, it has 3 very short prongs or cutouts at the tip of this brush. And then brush number 7 is very interesting because it is like very thin at the tip of it and thicker at the end, and I'm gonna have to practice with this brush to figure out exactly what to do with it. I'm gonna have to practice with them all, but I ended up using brush number 4 later in the video. This is the 3rd video for my flower series. I have already prepped my nails. I have a layer of clear polygel just on my actual natural nail prior to starting anything on them. Then the first step I do is I go in with my base coat. I place that layer of base coat on all of the nails, and I have cured all of the nails. So the very first thing that I'm going to do on my thumbnail, my index finger, and my pinky nail, I am going to do a ombre look. I'm using iGel Beauty's Diamond Sculpture Gel, which you guys know that I love. I have talked about this when I've used this polygel in the past. It has quickly become and is my favorite polygel. It is the easiest polygel to move. It is so soft and smooth and not sticky. So I'm going to do an ombre look. I'm using the nail forms that I used in a previous video because I really enjoyed sculpting nails. So I'm using the medium pink, and this is the color that you would use if you were to do any type of French manicure. After the medium pink, I'm going in with the bright pink, which is also a glow-in-the-dark color. I'm still working on trying to get good glow pictures, so I did not feature glow pictures because my camera, I use my iPhone to film, and I use that also for my pictures, and for some reason it just when I go to take pictures, like the glow in the dark pictures in the dark, they just come out blurry. So I still have to figure that out. If anybody knows any tips or tricks, please leave a comment below to help a sister out so that in the future I can feature glow pictures. Anyway, so I've placed the medium pink down from the cuticle to the free edge, and now I am going in with the bright pink, and I'm placing that color to build out the actual nail, and I'm just at the back down at the tip, I'm just going to like make a thin layer and smooth it out and blend it in with the rest of the nail so that it makes a very pretty ombre. I did make these nails pretty long because ever since the flower series number 1, I've just kind of been addicted to long nails. I am so just in love with how long, pretty nails. They're just so pretty when they're long, and plus you have more room for nail art. So I ended up making this set pretty long simply because of the artwork that I ended up doing on the nails, and you'll see later in the video why. but I'm going to go in, ombre this nail. I'm going to do that to the index finger and pinky finger as well. And I will be back in just a second for the next step. So in my last video when I did nail forms, I didn't show this step, but after you take the nail form off, if you're using a color, it doesn't cure the bottom. So I just go in with, after I take the form off, I go in with a little bit of alcohol and smooth out anything that didn't cure, and then I go in and I cure the nail upside down. So now I'm going in, I've already done the index finger and the pinky finger. I've just basically repeated the steps that I did on the thumb that you just watched me do. Now I'm going in on my middle finger. So for this nail, I'm still using the medium pink, and I'm going to place that color from the cuticle to the free edge. And I am going to make a straight crisp line at that free edge. I am going to use the color Angelina from my XXC translucent collection, and I will link that video here and also below if you want to go and watch that video on the butterfly kit. All of the colors in that video were translucent, and they actually came in handy, very much so, for this video and hopefully in future videos to come, because I really enjoy the XXC polygels almost as much as I enjoy iGel Beauties. I also want to mention, speaking of XXC, and here is the Angelina here that I'm going in with. It is a very translucent pink color. It's a pinky purplish color. It's really pretty, but in the end, it's kind of hard to see it, but it is translucent. It's supposed to be translucent, and I'm going to put some dried flowers on this nail. But back to what I was saying. Speaking of XXC, I am so super excited to say that I finally have my very first discount code. So if you are looking to shop or try out the XXC cosmetics, their polygels or their nail art, anything that they have, go to their website, XXC. I will link it below, and you can use the code DivaGirls_nails for 10% off of your purchase. Yay, I'm so excited. I have my first discount code. So I will link that below as well if you're interested. Here I'm going in and I've put on the color Angelina, a very, very thin layer. And I'm going to add some glitter here. And then I'm going to add some dried flowers. And then I'm going to give this layer a cure to just hold everything in place. And I'm going to go back in with that color Angelina just to encapsulate the flower and the glitter and make just a little bit of a thicker layer to also build up the strength on this nail. Now that I have my flower on and everything put on the middle part of the nail, I'm just going to go in with a small bit of the bright pink from Igel Beauty, the same color I used on the other nails for my ombre, and I'm just going to top this nail off just to kind of marry the whole mani in together. Now that I have this nail basically done the way I want it to look, and since it was a 3-part nail, like I went in with 3 different colors because I did go in at the tip with the bright pink, and I was just a little weary of everything staying together even though it's connected together on top. It just made me a little nervous, so I felt like I needed to go ahead and clear cap this nail immediately, and I am using the Igel Beauty's clear polygel, which actually turned out to be a very nice clear. I was really impressed with it. So I do like that clear as well, but I'm just going in here to clear cap the entire nail just to make sure it's sturdy, everything stays together and sticks together and marries well. Now we are going to go in on the ring finger, and for this finger it is going to be less of a precision cut as it was on the middle finger and more of just a straight ombre using the medium pink from the cuticle to the free edge, and then I'm going to go back with that Angelina from SXC and use that to build out the rest of the nail, and I'm going to add some dried flowers as well. that I have the flowers on, I'm just going to go back in with Angelina and encapsulate these flowers. I wanted it to not be just a straight clear encapsulation. I did want that pink, that pinkish undertone to sort of kind of just marry in the flowers in with the rest of the mani, since I was going in for pinks. So I really actually, I can say that even though I kind of was talking about how translucent the colors were, I still like them. I think I did mention that in my last video. I like that they're so translucent because it gives you options to play and to do just different things. So I really wanted that pinkish sort of clear cap, well, yeah, over these flowers, and that's what I did on both of the nails, and I think that it came together really well. I was really pleased. So going in here, I decided initially that I wanted these nails to be matte. So the first thing that I did, I went in with the gel base coat, the shiny base coat, and I put that on all the nails, cured it, and then I went in with my matte top coat and I went in and cured that as well, and then I went in to do my artwork. Well, after I kind of was doing my artwork, and the whole time I was staring at the middle finger and the index finger, and it just was not giving me life. I'm like, I just don't think I love that. So I went at the end, I decided to go back and do a shiny top coat. But here, I'm going in with the Young Nails Mega Jam. It is a beautiful hot pink. And I decided to do flowers on the pinky finger and the index finger, and I am using, I'm sorry, I think I said earlier I used the number 4. This is the number 5. I tried the number 4 prior to this, and I wasn't happy with the way it looked, so I went back in with the number 5. So I'm using the number 5 brush to make my flowers, and this is the first time I'm using these brushes. I just ordered them from Amazon, and they came in. I really should have done a haul, but I didn't, and maybe I'll do some more hauls later. So I also kind of wanted these flowers to have like a little bit of a glittery kind of look, and so I put the glitter on, but I ended up not being happy with that, so I wiped it off, and that's okay. That's the great thing about doing your nails at home. You can change your mind, you can wipe things off, you can try again. I changed my mind a lot. So I ended up changing my mind. I decided I didn't like the glitter on it, so I wiped it off. And I moved on to the index finger, and I created the same little flower there just on the edge of the nail. And I thought it would be cute. I wanted to use these brushes so bad. I mean, I had in my idea when I was doing my floral series, my flower series, that I wanted to have flowers. Didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I knew I needed flowers. So after I painted those flowers, and I did go in with 2 coats, I went in the first coat, I gave it a cure, and then I went back in and just kind of retraced my steps and did a second coat, gave that a cure, and now I'm going in with my Poochie's Nails Bling Gel, and I'm just going to add a little stud in the middle just to give it a little extra bling on these little flowers that I did hand paint in here on the index finger and the pinky finger. Okay, Nail Divas, this is the final look. After changing my mind multiple times, I think this look came out pretty cute. I was very pleased with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you give it a like and a subscribe, and I will see you guys back for my next video. I drop videos on Mondays and Fridays, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.